This
class.
conference will now be recorded.
So please bear and take it as a refreshment session. So from today, actually, it will be a regular session. So day one, we are going to start it. Just a minute, I'll share my screen. Prakash.
Yeah, just a second. Yeah, sorry. Now share the screen.
Yeah, yes.
Thank you. So everyone can see the screen, right? Any question, any doubts, just ask, stop and ask, okay? Yeah, please.
Okay, so let's start. Here, actually, as we discussed in our demo session, so we are going to learn that our ETL tool, the cloud ETL tool, Azure Data Factory as a primary one. Before getting to that, our Data Factory tool, so first we will learn that one, the cloud computing concept. So why cloud computing we have to use, and what is the cloud computing, and what is Azure. So first we will learn all these things actually. All right. So here, first let's see that one, why cloud computing. So why cloud computing here? All right. Just imagine, so you are the businessman. So you are planning to start that one startup organization for developing that one of social media applications, so like that our Twitter, Facebook. So like that applications you are going to develop and you are going to launch it. So this is our plan actually. See, if you are going to start that one organization for that IT development, so a lot of things you have to do, you have to bring it into that implementation actually. So you need that work environment, you need that resources for working, you need that softwares, a lot of things actually. So you have to bring it actually into the picture. So here, so you have no idea what are the things actually I want to implement, what are the things I have to do to bring all these things for the implementation. So you need servers, you need storages, you need security, you need the infrastructure team. So you are thinking, so how we can bring all these things actually? If you want to make it all these things in the on-premises environment, actually, so physically you are going to have that one building, and the physical environment actually you are going to have that your own servers, some softwares, devices, everything you have to bring it actually. So you are thinking what you can do it. So if you are going to do that type of on-premises setup preparation now, so what will be there now? Actually, a lot of investments actually have to do it. So a lot of investments you have to do it, because so for launching that our application, so beginning itself you have to put that lot of investment. And after application launched, suppose you are putting all the efforts and you're bringing all the physical structures, everything in the infrastructure, everything you are bringing it, and then you are implementing that development and you are launching. Just imagine, so it's launched, the application launched, getting successfully actually, is the getting responses from the users. So actually, so a lot of users joining in that our application. So day by day is, the headcounts are getting increasing. So then what you have to do, that the beginning, what are the sources you have used, the system setup, backup setup, and resources, everything will not, so will not be enough actually. Because the day by day the users count is getting increasing, so challenges are getting increasing, so storages are getting increasing. Then you have to increase that your backup storages, challenge. So to face the challenges, you need that more resources to support the challenges actually. So development also will be enhancement actually. So then you need that extra resources for the development. So a lot of things actually to be there. So more resources if successful, you need it, right? So that time actually again you have to expand that your processing actually. So you have to recruit more resources. You have to extend that your storages. A lot of things you have to do it. Then once that your setups ready now, extending that your setups, something it will be difficult. It will take a lot of process actually. So a lot of challenges are there actually. So you are thinking what you can do it, but you have no idea. You don't have a clear idea. So that what you're thinking now, you're thinking to discuss with that IT experts, a specialist, IT specialist actually are thinking to discuss with that who has that well experience for implementing the new product and understand the product implementation life cycle and its challenges, right? So what they are suggesting actually, they are suggesting the cloud, but you don't have idea about the cloud. Instead of going with the on-premises environment, they are suggesting to go with the cloud environment actually. But the cloud actually, you don't have idea. So they are explaining that features of that cloud using. So by comparing with that, your on-premises. See, here, if you are doing all these developments, actually, the on-premises environment, the beginning itself, you have to put that high level of cost. You have to put it as that investment. Actually, it's higher upfront cost of setups to it. Actually. But in that cloud environment, actually, you don't want to put that lot of amount. Actually, the beginning itself, you don't want to put it here. You have to put that only that amount what you're going to use it. It's called the pay as you go model. Pay as you go model. Whatever you're using, whatever you're using, whatever you're using, for that only you're going to pay. So pay as you go model. Suppose if you're going in the beginning, if you're going to buy that 250 GB memory storages and 2 VM virtual machine resources, you're going to buy it, and then relevant security features, everything actually you're going to purchase it from them. Then you are going to use it and you are going to develop it using that your two resources, and everything is going fine. Everything is going fine. Left actually later, actually what it is going later actually. So you need that your system count, you want to increase it actually. The system count you want to increase it. You can purchase that another VMs very easily. You can purchase that another VM very easily. Okay. So here, whatever you want, you can use it. Suppose if you don't want now, so you can return it. So in that way, actually, so we can use this one. So instead of going with that our on-premises environment setups, this pay-as-you-go model will be that very helpful. Here we don't want to put that higher level amount as an upfront cost actually. So no upfront cost, we don't want to put it. Okay. So here, then no automatic updates. The on-premises environment, no automatic updates because it is in our control. We have to plan it for the updates, but the on-premises, sorry, in the cloud, automatic software updates are available because that software, so actually, so it will be updated by the service providers who providing that our service, the cloud services, that people actually, they will do that all the software updates if any updates are available. We don't worry about that one. So it will be handled by the service provider. And lack of flexibility to upgrade, lack of flexibility. What is the lack of flexibility to upgrade? Version upgradation, it is not easy in the on-premises environment. We have to plan it. So the one downtime we have to plan it. So we have to inform to all. So then actually, so it will be planned and it will be implemented on a weekend. So the time which is not used by the users, the time actually it will be chosen and then it will be upgraded. But a lot of procedures actually we have to follow it for versioning. So the one version to another version. There's a lot of procedures are available. Not only the downtime management actually. The version is there, so a lot of things we have to follow it. But in that here actually, version if you want to change it now. It is very easy. Just check that feature checkbox will be there. The checkbox, if you click now, so it will be upgraded, because everything it will be taken by that service provider. They will have that feature. They will set up that all the availability for that upgraded version. Just from our side, we have to check that feature whether we want to need or use it or not. If you want to use it now, just we have to check it. Actually, we are not going to do anything in there. So installing that or softwares and migrating the data, everything. Actually, we are not going to do anything. Actually, there's version upgrading. So the flash it will be automatically upgraded. So you don't worry about that one. So once you check that feature, it will be upgraded. And an on-premises environment, since it is in our control, in our premises, right? We have to appoint the dedicated staff for that data center maintenance, because it is in our data center. It is in our control. We have to plan it for that maintenance also. So then we have to appoint the dedicate resources for the data center maintenance, but the on-premises are in the cloud actually. So we don't want to put any resources, because it is going to be handled by that service provider who providing that our service. No staff required to maintain the data center, since cloud service provider will maintain with the data center. Cloud center will maintain with your service provider actually. So we don't worry about that one. They will take care of it. So all the security, maintenance, everything, they will take care of it. And in the on-premises data, we cannot be accessed from the remote environment. It is not easy to access your data from the remote environment actually. That is a major reason for to bring that all the resources in the on-premises environment. The company on our premises, office premises, they are asking to come directly. Very rarely it is available, but in the cloud and always it is available. Data can be accessed remotely over internet using web portal. Just if you are having that your access for that your web portal, you can access from anywhere. Cloud technology, right? So now actually you are having some clear idea about that one, using that your on premises and then cloud actually. So now you are planning to go with that cloud feature, because now you got idea about the usage of the cloud. A lot of features are available in the cloud. So instead of going with that on premises, easy to maintain that my cloud environment, so that I'm planning to go with that cloud, right? Now let's see this one. What is cloud computing? Actually, we have seen that on why cloud computing, right? Why cloud computing? So what are the advantages of using the cloud computing? Those things actually we have seen it. But now actually, so we are going to see that one, that what is cloud computing? What is cloud computing? See the cloud computing actually here. So we are having the two categories, the types and then services. The types and services. The types of cloud computing. The types of cloud computing. Here we are having that public cloud is one of the type. Public cloud. Public cloud. Sometimes the interviewer asks the basics questions. So types of cloud computing. Tell me the types of cloud computing. So we are having three types of cloud computing. One is that public cloud. Public cloud now actually, so anyone can get this service from anywhere, like our Azure or Amazon website, AWS or that Google Cloud. These three actually it's a public services. Public services. Anyone can get it. The data centers, everything actually it will be handled. It will be maintained by that service provider. You don't worry about that. If you need now, you can pay and then you can purchase it and then you can use it actually. So public cloud. The another one is private cloud. Just imagine my organization thinking to use the cloud features. But at the same time, I don't want to go with the public services like that Azure or AWS or that Google Cloud, because the data center, everything is there maintaining by the someone, the third party who is providing the service provider, right? Who is providing the service. I don't want to go with the procedure. Actually, I want to keep that my data with my on-premises, like my on-premises environment. But at the same time, I want to use that all the cloud features, cloud features. Then I need that separate cloud feature like that Azure, like that Amazon, like that cloud, Google Cloud. I need it. Then I can go with that private cloud. It will be available only for my organization. That cloud features will be accessible only for that my organization employee. Cloud with the cloud feature, but that all the data, so everything, the data center, everything it is going to be so maintained by that my organization only. It's like on premises, but why I'm going now? So on premises we are having a lot of challenges for accessing that from the remote, or that cloud benefits. It's not available, so it will be easy to handle for the users actually. So that actually, so I need that cloud features, but I don't go with the third party. Then I can go with that public. So I don't want to share my data in that public cloud environment. I need it into that my own cloud environment. Then I can go with that private cloud. Private cloud actually we are having. Another one is that hybrid cloud. Hybrid na combination of both public and private. Some of the information I'm going to keep it in my my private cloud. Some of the data I'm going to keep it in that my public cloud account actually. So this one actually hybrid cloud, combination of this public and a private hybrid cloud. So other one environment to another environment, so you may use it. Amazon somewhat you may use it, so somewhat you may use it in that cloud, the Azure. So it's also okay. So combining two, okay, fine, hybrid now. So combination of these two. So these are the types actually available in the cloud actually. Then cloud services. What is the cloud services? The first one is that infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service. IaaS. What is this IaaS? Infrastructure as a service. Actually, the cloud actually, if you are going to purchase it now, we can decide it whether we want to go with that IaaS or some other cloud services. What is this IaaS? IaaS is nothing but the names telling you that infrastructure. They are giving that infrastructure. They are giving that environment actually. This is nothing but actually you are purchasing that one laptop without installing any software, even that OS, without installing that your OS. You are going to purchase that one. You are going to purchase that one laptop without using so any softwares. Just you are going to purchase that. Then after purchasing, you can install that to your OS. You can install that your softwares. You can partition that your storages. All the things you can do it whatever you want to do it, because it's a blank environment. Like this in the cloud actually, so we can buy it that one blank environment. In the blank environment we can install that all the required softwares, whatever we want to use it for our business. So that type of environment is called IaaS, infrastructure as a service. Just the space will be there, infrastructure will be there. You can do it anything. You can do it anything actually. So here we are going to use that another one, that platform as a service. The platform as a service is a environment with some softwares. Directly you can start the development. You don't want to install any software. The software will be there. Along with the software, you can purchase this one. So it's called the platform as a service. It's called the platform as a service. Another one is that software as a service. Software as a service. No, actually, including software available. Including software available. Software available. The cloud itself, software available. You can start to use that application. You can start to use that application. It's already developed application available there. For example, actually is that our Office 365 cloud, MS Office, Office 365, Salesforce application, Zoho applications, all are cloud-based, already developed applications. So these are the services are available: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a services. Right. So here, so this is the structure. This is the structure. So here actually, so whatever we are having in that IaaS and IaaS, you will have that only that infrastructure. There will not be any softwares. The data center, physical plant, the networking, the servers and storages, these features only will be available. The required software you have to install it, even including that OS. Including the OS, you have to install it. Suppose if you are purchasing that platform as a service, now OS and then required software, the development tools, is called software. The development tools, database management, business analytics, all the things will be available. You can purchase it along with the softwares. If you are purchasing along with the purchase and softwares, now it is called platform as a service. So hosted application or apps, already developed one is that directly is ready to use it. You can pay and start to use it. It's called software as a service. Software as a service, right? So now let's go to that our Azure platform. What is Azure? So Azure is one of the cloud feature. Azure is one of the cloud technology. So far actually we have discussed that cloud and cloud types, right? The cloud actually, Azure is that one of the cloud actually. So Azure is a cloud computing service created by that Microsoft, where user can create the servers, storage system, database, and extra using an online portal, and Microsoft will maintain the data center or physical infrastructure. They will maintain it. They will maintain that all the data centers and physical environment actually. Right. So here, as a big as a business startup actually, so investor actually, so you are comfort with these features actually, so you are planning to go with that your cloud features, all the cloud features actually. So you are going to plan it to implement that your new development in this cloud environment, right? So here the Microsoft Azure actually is almost 95% of Fortune 500 companies they are using. And Microsoft, they are spending that $1 billion investment per year to protect from the cyber threats actually. Here, the fastest growing cloud services provider and second largest market share in the cloud market actually. Fastest growing cloud, yes, because especially in the data engineering perspective, so a lot of companies they are using the Azure. The infrastructure and basis actually, so they are using that Amazon, but the data engineering perspective, maximum companies they are using this Azure only. Azure only. And that Azure actually you can start as a free account actually, and later use the pay as you go model. Free account actually it will be available for the 30 days. After the 30 days actually, so you can use it as a pay as you go model. That means actually you are going to pay for that your usages. Pay for that your usages. right? So this is about that our Azure in general, about cloud and then Azure. So any doubts for that, anyone actually who attended this class as a first day class after the demo? Any doubt now, you can unmute yourself and then you can ask with me. So if you don't have any doubts now, then we will go that our another part. Just I will show you that one, how to create that SQL DB and that our Azure platform as a beginning session actually. Is it clear to you all? Whatever we have seen it so far, is it clear to you all?
Yes, it is.
Okay, fine. Okay, one important thing, just you have to try to respond the answer. You are learning that actually software. You are after learning this technology, you are going to work in the IT. Okay, the IT, the first thing you have to respond it. That is very important. Because the current market, actually, a lot of companies, they are doing that on work from home. So the work from home, they will not, mostly they will connect with you, but video, so they will not use frequently, right? Very rarely they will use a video call. So what you are responding, so by hearing your voice only, they will get to know that one, whether you are responding or not. Got it? So response is very important. So try to do your respond, right? Fine. Let's see next one actually. So just now tell me someone. So which of the following is an example for the platform as a service offering by Azure? Actually, we have discussed that our softwares, right? That the types as well as the services we have discussed. Azure SQL Database and Azure Virtual Machine. Which one will come under the platforms as a service? We have seen three services. We have seen three services: IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS, right? So which one is that will come under the platform as a service? Any idea? Try yourself.
SQL DB.
Sorry?
The SQL DB. The SQL database.
Yeah, right. The SQL database, the platform as a service, na. So it will be that one along with the software, the environment. It will be that along with the software. Virtual machine, na, it's a blank machine. It will not have any softwares. Yes, right answer. Now see that second one, that in an organization doesn't want to let the data of that organization leave the company premises, but also want to benefit from the cloud. Then what is the among following is the best suited cloud? Public cloud or private cloud?
Private cloud.
Yes, the private cloud, because they don't want to share the data and that outside actually, but at the same time they want to use that cloud features, right? So then actually, so this is the private one is that our right answer. Yes, fine. Here, so let's see that one, the Azure SQL database overview. What is the Azure SQL database? Actually, this is our database only, like how we are using that our on-premises. The on-premises database actually, so you are using that SQL server, right? So you are installing that SQL server into that your system, and you are starting to use that one. So the same database actually it is available in that our cloud environment also. The cloud environment actually, so we are having that database we are having as one of the resource. The directly we can create the database in that our cloud environment. So we are we are saying that cloud database is a SQL database as a service. We can say it that cloud database as a SQL database as a service, as well as we can say that one platform as a service, because it is available in that one of the platform with the development feature. So we can say that one as a platform as a service actually. So here we are going to see about that one overview. The overview actually, so SQL database, sorry, database engine, that overview engine, that SQL database running on that your SQL server database engine actually. What that database server available in that on-premises, same type of database engine will be there. That engine actually, so we are using that SQL server engine. So on the top of the SQL server only, we are going to use that our SQL database. The SQL database directly, we cannot create it. First, what we have to do now, we have to use that our database engine. So that we have to, that means you have to create the database server first, then you can create the database. So server should be created, then only that engine will be there. Top of that engine only you can create that your database, right? The flavors of the cloud and the SQL database. So Azure SQL database, Azure SQL virtual machine actually, SQL virtual machine. SQL database na, so software will be there. You can start to install that one. SQL virtual machine na, machine will be there. You have to install the software, then you have to use that one. If you want to install them, then you have to purchase the software. Then you have to install it. Then you can use it. So whatever it is, based on that your business requirement, you can decide it what you want to use it, okay, right? So that SQL virtual machine, so or that platform as a service. And the features of the SQL database, features, what are the features available? The features we are having, the business continuity and high availability, auditing, integration with the Power BI. That means business continuity and high availability na, actually, so all the times it should be available. Your database should be available for all the times. Auditing na, who interacting with your database, who connecting with your database, who accessing your database, or who inserting new data, who deleting data. So that details actually we are going to keep it somewhere. It's called auditing. So integration with the Power BI. Actually, Power BI is a reporting tool. So the data, if you are keeping in that your Azure SQL DB na, from the database, you can connect with that your Power BI tool for generating the report. So that feature also available. So we can directly interact with that Power BI. And dynamic data masking, security feature. Dynamic data masking is one of the security feature. Here, your data, you want to do some masking, like that your email ID, PAN card number, or that your Aadhaar number, or that your SSN number, or that your what is it one, credit card number. All these type of things actually you don't want to show it for all the users. I want to mask the details. Yes, I can do it using that dynamic data masking concepts actually. And elastic pools. The elastic pools actually, so it is one of the advanced concept here for sharing that our memory. Kamal, could you please mute yourself? The elastic pools actually, so it is that sharing concept actually. And flexible pricing configurations, based on that your usage is actually what you can do it now. So you can select that options. Azure hybrid benefit. Now you are having that on-premises feature. You are having that on-premises features, and that feature actually you are going to use it for that cloud. That means on-premises license. I'm telling the feature means on-premises license. That license you want to use it for that your cloud now. That feature also available. On-premises license are there. That license actually you want to use it for that your cloud now. That feature also available. See all these things actually. So whatever we are having, this one actually, so everything actually we will see it in that hands-on. But this is about that just introduction, so that I'm explaining in the theoretical way. So these are the features are available when you are using that your SQL database. These are the features are available. These are the features. So high business continuity, auditing, integration with the Power BI, dynamic data masking, elastic pools, flexible pricing configuration, Azure hybrid. Each and every one, what purpose and how to use it. Each and every one, we will see it in that hands-on. No problem. Don't worry. Right here. If you want to create that your SQL database now, so how we can create the SQL database on that our Azure? So you have to go to that your portal. The portal.azure.com is that our URL. Portal.azure.com is the URL. In this portal, once you logged in now, so it will landing into that your Azure page, so landing page like this one what you are seeing in that our window. Once you logged in now, it will be logged into this page. This is a landing page. From here, what you can do it now, you can create that your record resources. A lot of resources are available. You can create that your record resources. So what are the resources available here actually? So here, what I'm going to do is in the here you can see this one symbol, the plus icon. The plus icon. By clicking this one, you can create that your new resource. By clicking this one, you can create that your new resource. Or else in the 3 line, you can click this on the left top. Actually, you can see this on 3 line. By clicking that 3 line, actually, so you can create that new resource. Or else in the search box, you can use it for searching that your new resource. You can search, you can click it, and then you can create the new resource. Whatever the things you want to create it. So this is the steps actually I have mentioned. See here, select create a resource. Type SQL database in the search box and enter, click create. So it will be like here you can have to click the create options. If you click the create now, so you can create it. Once you click the create now, this type of window will be open. This type of window will be open, that here only we are going to create that our SQL database. Here only we are going to create. So here, any resources, not only the SQL, any resources, if you want to create in that your Azure platform now, that resources should be created under that one resource group, and also it should be created under that one of a subscription. That is important. These two things are very important. Without these two features, you cannot create that any of the resource. You should have that one subscription, either the free trial or the pay as you go or any other, and you should have that resource group, or else the resource group you can create it. The subscription, first 30 days the free trial will be available. After that you have to upgrade it into that your pay as you go model. That one you can use it. So but the resource group, you are going to create it for that your project. Actually your project, you are going to create it, right? So you have to create this one, or else you have to select this one. Suppose if it is already created, and you have to give the name for that your new database. Yes, then server, you have to select it. The database server, you have to select it. The server, actually you cannot use it. You cannot, sorry, database, you cannot use it without creating the server. So you have to create the server. Suppose if already existing created server is available now, you can use that one by clicking this this one. What is this one? The drop down list. Or else you have to click the create new. Then create new now this window, like this window. Now the actually this is the old version. This image is from that old version. Now it's upgraded the window, so it will be the new page. This feature in that one, actually you can create that your new server like this one. So here you have to give this whatever this the server name you want to use it, that name you can provide. And then for that server you have to use that server details, that credentials you have to create it. Then location you have to select it, then click OK. Now it will be created. And elastic pool by default it will be no. Elastic pool by default it will be no. So first time actually we can leave it as it is no. When we have to use the yes, I will tell you later when we have to use that one. See, the yes concept, we are going to use it for sharing the memory. So that one I will tell you later. So here the compute and storages, this is a CPU processing. So what system configurations you are going to use it. System configuration, why we have to choose it? Actually, you are creating the database, right? If you are creating the database now, it is going to be run behind under one of the virtual machine only, right? That virtual machine configuration, you can choose it. Based on that configuration, the charges will be applied. The charges will be applied. What type of features you are selecting, based on that one, the charges will be applied in the real time actually. So different types are there. We will see it very detailed session for these two. Actually, we are having that very detailed separate sessions for these two topics. So don't worry about that one. Then you have to click the review and create. So it will be reviewed, then it will be created. Once the database is created now, you will see this type of window. This window, you have to click this go to resources. It will be navigated to that your SQL database. It will be navigated to the SQL database, right? So this is about that Azure SQL database. So what are the features, and then how to create the Azure SQL database concepts. Okay. So this one actually, so we will create it in that our tomorrow session. So in the tomorrow session, actually, we will see how to create in hands-on in the lab, actually, how to create that one. So in that time, I will show you how to log in into that our portal, how to create that our database, and how to insert the data into that our database table. Everything I will show you in the hands-on session, in the tomorrow session. Okay. Okay. So since it's a day one, I just have given that theoretical explanation about that cloud environment, and then one of the resources, how we can use that one. Okay. The hands-on session, we will see it in that our tomorrow session. Okay. So that's all for the day.